Hello, my name is Nairouz. I'm doing my PhD, part of the BioMedIA group. It's my final year. I'm using graph neural networks to analyze shapes. So for example, if it's the brain, try to predict if this brain comes from a healthy person or someone with Alzheimer's. Same with cardiac shapes, healthy or diseased, and so on. My thesis is a collaborative project between the Aswan Heart Center in Egypt and Imperial College London. The most recent show I watched was Love Island. Just my friend kind of made me watch it. And then I was like, oh, such a waste of time. I'm never into these type of shows. But then, even after she was gone, so she was just visiting a couple of days, I was so invested and keep watching it every day. I think I finished it in like a week or maybe less. Okay, one of the things I enjoy in London, among many other things, is how all the museums are free. There are always these pop-up exhibitions. Even at the Serpentine, they were showing a few weeks ago these immersive screens. They're on the ceiling, on the walls, on the ground. So if, for example, if it was raining, you could see like the puddles on the ground and then on the walls. So it felt so real. Yeah, so that was really cool. One thing I wish I knew more about is about the ancient Egyptians. I think just as an Egyptian, I took it for granted, and growing up just at history classes, it was something that I need to memorize to pour it down onto the exam paper, and that's it. But then later on, I was like, oh, such a waste. Like, I wish I knew more about them, and even like how the pyramids are. Like, to me, it's still a mystery. Yeah, I want to learn more about, especially like when traveling and being here in London, I get all of these questions and people expect me to know, and then I don't know and I feel bad. The Bermuda Triangle, what's happening there? Yeah, it's like out of a book or a movie. It's just not real, and I really want to know what's happening there. So I'm a big foodie, and I'm always like on Instagram, trying to find out all these hidden gems in London. And I feel it's true. Like, London is very international, so all the cuisines are authentic, and yeah, I have this long list. I don't think I can ever finish it, but yeah, that's one thing I like about London. So the second time I traveled alone was to Vietnam, and it was supposed to be just a 2-week trip to visit my friend, and then I really liked it so much that I stayed a month. And yeah, I think it's my happy place. They have nice beaches, food is really good, people are so nice, they're super friendly. Even if they don't speak English well, they would still try and communicate, like sign language. They really get out of their way. And yeah, they've got mountains, everything. And it was my first time even to try and ride a scooter. So it was like just the whole spectrum, like adrenaline, chilling by the beach, adventure, great food. Even the nightlife was really nice. A few years ago, I attended a retreat. It was just a full day thing. They started with some breath work, exercise, meditation, some yoga sessions, and so on. And they kept something really special to the very last, which was to immerse ourselves, like full body, into an ice bath. And they had the thermostat, it was 0 degrees, and then everyone had to get in for at least 2 minutes. And so apparently, like, all these exercises at the beginning help you endure the ice bath. So there's that special way to breathe and to regulate your breathing, so that when you get into the ICU, we're not like, and just get out of breath. So first we just had to put our hands, and for that I couldn't even last like 5 seconds. And then the instructor was like really disappointed, like, oh, all our effort the whole day for nothing. You can do that, like next you'll need to like put your whole body. I'm like, no, I'm gonna skip that part. And then I found everyone else was doing it, and then I felt like, oh, okay, I'm gonna regret this later. So I failed at the hands thing, but then when everyone was getting into the bath, I just got into it, and it wasn't as bad. You just kind of train your brain. Your brain just says like, oh, you can't do this, oh, you're gonna freeze to death, get out, what are you doing? But if you just shut like all these thoughts out and just like focus on your breathing and so on, I was able to stay actually the longest. I went like over 4 minutes, and then the instructor was like, your body's not prepared, maybe it's not good, so but I felt like I could even go longer. It's just once you're numb, you're just numb, so it doesn't matter anymore.